morning, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds in the welterweight division. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see. And he ties up on the inside. The Warriors once again the target of a hook. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Not able to land the headshot. Now look at him. He does not look good on the back end of that hook coming home. Halfway through this round. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Move your head. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Keep your distance. All of a sudden, the tables turn. Ortiz is rocked.
What's good for you is good for him.
Move your head. Ten seconds remaining in this round. Now these two corners have to do their job after both men went out and gave everything they had. Both fighters getting tagged and hurt by the other.
Yeah, well, what you have to do now in the corner, Joe, what you're alluding to is you have to revitalize the fighter. Put some cold water on his head, on his neck, get him ready for the next round and give him some good advice. Tell him how to get away from some of those shots.
A nice block by Ortiz. Ortiz is left now getting into the mix. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. The Warriors showing that walking stick right now, utilizing the jab. Work the body! Teddy, I've heard you say it a million times early on in a fight. If there's any one piece of good advice you can give, it's start depositing it into that bank. Go to the body.
Yeah, because the interest comes later, and you're going to see the payoff in the late rounds.
What's the hook? Vargas is hurt by that. Boy, he was hurt, but now he's gathered himself a bit. Get that head moving. Well, that's where he wants to try to keep him. Just contain him there in the corner. Ortiz's knowledge of the game is showing through. And yet another big shot comes in. Oh, banged around and down.
Joey has some choices to make. Two of them. One, do I get up? And two, how do I behave once I'm up?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vargas is back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. Gets rid of that effort. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. Keep certain. And round number 3 is underway. Oh, what a whiff by Ortiz. Keep doing what you're doing. he just misses with that headshot.
There you go.
Vicious is giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Very accurate with the overhand right. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot.
Vicious is just being very hesitant right now offensively. His first thought since being stunned in this fight is protect myself, protect myself. It's like he's turned the off switch on his offense.
Yeah, but you can't do that. The lights go off, it gets all dark there. You have to find a way to still have that light on. You know, find the window of opportunity somewhere. They are out there. Be creative.
A stabbing right hand comes in by Vargas. Unable to score with the hook.
Keep working the jab. Good, good.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. And that's the end of round 3. He's given up 2 rounds on Teddy's scorecard as we begin round number 4, but I think he's got a pretty bright future in this fight here, knowing that he's gotten to his man.
Yeah, he knows it, and maybe more importantly, his opponent knows that he's been hurt. And I can see it already. It's making him a little bit more tentative, so it's making his job a little easier.
Scored well with that right hand to the body. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Get out of the way for those punches. Move your head.
Good step back counter punch there. Nice defense. Good block by Vargas. Vargas is keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy,
Does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Right there. You're seeing some smart boxing by Vargas.
Yeah, little steps to the side, break up the pressure, and at the same time put yourself in a position where you can catch him a clean shot.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. 10 seconds to go in the 4th. And round 4 comes to an end. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to 1 eye.
Well, I hope that he read some history books, or he watched a movie named 300. You saw that movie, didn't you? Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered, and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
And there it is, coming with the jab by Ortiz. Halfway through this round here. Nice work, the left hand to the head. an accurate hook at all. He clinches when he gets to the inside.
Move your head.
Final 10 seconds of this
Tight.
fifth round.
He's tight.
And that does it for this round. In between rounds here, Vicious's eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Well, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have two eyes, right? Use the good one.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. The Warriors' work rate is very high. I looked at the punch stats, and you can see that he's a busy guy. I don't think he's an effective guy, though. A lot of these aren't landing.
Well, you have a reason to think that, Joe. Guess what? I agree. They're not landing.
Ortiz is proving to be elusive.
Let me switch the hook.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Scores up top with a left. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Keep your head moving.
Keep moving, keep moving.
The Warriors' right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Vicious is employing one of the 3 facets of good fundamental defense. And right now he's using the legs.
Yeah, he is, and that is one of the facets. The other is to block, the other is to move your head. And right now he's controlling range. What his opponent has to do now is look to get into a place where maybe he can time him. Time him as he steps out.
Goes up top with the right hand.
Move your head. You got this one.
At the halfway point of round 7. He just missed that shot up top. Vargas is taking more and more punishment as this round continues. This fight could be over soon.
And you just know the referee's taking a real close look at it right now. If it doesn't turn around this round, I think this will be the last.
Keep working the body.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. And we come to the end of the round.
Vargas has been in control of this fight here in these middle rounds. He's built a slight lead on your scorecard as we start round number 8. But, Teddy, we often talk about focus. This is where it comes into play, of not just blowing it.
No, this is what the old-timers used to say when they used to remind you, and they used to say to me sometimes, you know, there's no 3, 4, 5-round title fights. They all long fights. A lot of guys could be a champ if it was only a few fights. You have to keep it up all night.
Scores well to the head with the right hand.
Hey, let's go.
Vamos a refrescar, vamos a orar.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it.
The Warrior's killing me watching him here. I mean, he doesn't need a 20-by-20 ring. They could fight this thing in like a phone booth here.
Now, he looks like one of those cars you see on the side of the road where they removed all the tires, all the wheels. He's not going anywhere.
And now his opponent's going to have to try to figure out a way because he did a good job of backing him into that corner. Scores big with the hook to the head.
There you go.
Tried the hook, didn't get it. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. The Warriors well off the mark that time. End of the round of what has been a very close and highly competitive fight. Teddy, how do you see this right now?
I see it almost dead even, and I see
Ortiz is snapped by a right hand. Big shot comes crashing home. Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff! He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
Ortiz's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
The Warriors throwing lots of punches and not many are landing. But what's that old saying? Hey, you put enough out there, something's going to stick.
Well, at least he's controlling the rhythm. He's keeping control of the pace right now. And at least when you're throwing, your opponent, for the most part, he's being handcuffed a little bit.
Watch the body, kid. Body shots.
90 seconds into the 9th round.
Looking good.
Headshot lands, was a hook. The Warriors making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch.
1-2, 1-2. Pace yourself.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Combos, combos.
He missed with that headshot.
Punch, punch.
Overhand right can be so effective. Little head hunting never hurt, does it with the hook. And that's the end of round 9. Vicious' corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
Right now, you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring where at least his good eye is in front.
The Warriors coming out here after being knocked down in the previous round. How important is it for him
to be cautious here, to make sure that he does have his legs underneath him.
You know, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword there, Joe, because if you're too cautious, hey, your opponent, he reads it. You're not in that ring alone, you know, and then he's going to get more aggressive. So you want to go out there, maybe feint him a little bit. Let him think you're okay. Let him think you want to go after him. Let him think you want to engage a little bit, and then wind up boxing, staying on the outside, buying some time.
That's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing. What a big shot. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down?
Keep moving.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ortiz is still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Big shot there. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
The Warriors' night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count. As we saw, he was up on your scorecard throughout the evening. Vargas is now a winner by knockout.
Listen, you want to win, you want to get to a title, you want to be successful, but you want to make money. And this is one way to ensure you're going to